To be pretty tomorrow, I know I'm just dead. Today I'm dirty, and I want to be pretty. Tomorrow, I know I'm just dead. Feel the nobody's wanna be somebody's.
Dear Colby, thanks to the company's new layoffs, I can't keep paying your rent. This check should cover you this month, but if you need anything else, ask your mother.
Hey, Colby.
God, the worst day. Is Meredith in?
Yeah, she's down taking a nap.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
She can kill with a smile, she can wound with her eyes, and she can ruin your faith with her casual lies. And she only reveals what she wants you to see. She hides like a child, but she's always a woman to me. She can lead you to love, she can take you or leave you. She can ask for the truth, but she'll never believe. And she'll take what you give her as long as it's free. Yeah, she steals like a thief, but she's always a woman to me. Oh, she takes care of herself. She can wait if she wants. She's ahead of her time. Oh, and she never gives out, and she never gives in. She just changes her mind, and she'll promise you more than the Garden of Eden. Then she'll carelessly cut you and laugh while you're bleeding. But you'll bring out the best and the worst you can be. Blame it all on yourself, 'cause she's always a woman to me. Oh, she takes care of herself. She can wait.
How you doing? Good, good. Harrison's here today. I need that girl problem. What can I get for you? Another light. All right. Good game, sir. Great game. Great. Excuse me, bartender. I'm ready for another. Anyway, I had tickets to you. Right. She couldn't go with the wife. Excuse me, sir.
Look, I am not going to serve you 4 drinks in 15 minutes. Why are you drinking so much for anyway? Why don't you call it a day?
Thirsty. Can I get a glass of water then?
There's been water coming down from the sky all day.
But anyway, so I had sold tickets because I'm shooting fire. So, sold for a good price. Hey man, are you gonna start something? Okay, I'm sorry, it was my fault. Is it too much to ask you to walk out bumping into somebody? Well, what? I said I was sorry. Yeah, but you
send some cops down here at TJ's? I got some trouble. Thanks.
What do you want me to do? Not be such a wise ass. I was apologizing for being a wise ass. Because you said it like that. Go down. It's not for you.
Now, gentlemen, don't ever have to come back here tonight, okay? I think it's time to go home.
Lord have mercy on me. Though I'm trying to find my baby.
Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day, with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber grain, weathered faces lined in pain.
Wait, it's like nature decided to clean the planet by flood.
Makes sense, though. What are you doing here, Ray?
On my way to work, thought I'd stop by, see how you're doing. Found a phone over there, Picasso.
Yeah, right. Definitely not Picasso.
Oh, I forgot, he's not a post-impressionist.
No, it's not that. I mean, I think I can forget about being a serious artist. I've been talking recently to a few people who know. They basically tell me.
Don't give up your day job.
That's what it amounts to. Speaking of day jobs, I gotta get another one.
A different job or another job?
Another job. Tooltown's opening up a superstore or something in a couple of weeks. It sounds like a solid part-time deal.
First of all, I can't see you working at a hardware store. Plus, if you're going to work at a hardware store, why work at Tooltown? You know Phil Kowalski's been working downtown with Jake for like 2 years now. He knows the old man, he could hook you up.
I don't know. I still think Tooltown sounds like a solid job. I was watching TV and saw the commercial last night. I was thinking,
The one with Charlton Heston.
yeah, I think I'd be really comfortable there.
Well, whatever. So why the need for all this money?
Man, listen to this day. You know the intro to ethics class I thought would be a breeze?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. We've had 2 tests so far. The first one I got a D, and I got an F on the other one, the one that I got back today. So I walked home, and by the time I got here, I'm totally drenched.
I see the bad moon rising. I see trouble on
trouble. It had nothing to do with you personally. It was just, he would have done that to anybody.
And your financial situation really isn't that bad. I know a lot of people a lot worse off. You'll keep 2 jobs for a couple months, then you'll be set.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And about this whole Meredith situation, I'd be delighted if I was you. I mean, how long have you been going together? 6 months?
Almost a year.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you want to marry her?
No, certainly not.
Well, see, you should consider yourself lucky. Look, at this stage in our lives, you get into a year-long relationship and that threat of marriage is right around the corner. Hell, I'd be glad, elated if this would happen to me. That slut has done you a favor today, my friend. Besides, this way you don't have to worry about that friendship crap. You have an excuse not to talk to her.
It's just a little hard right now.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Look, let's say it was all different. Let's say you got married. So what? Because in the end, we're all buried in separate caskets, Colby.
Well, that may be true, Ray. But, you know, we're not supposed to live that way.
I don't know. I guess that didn't come out right. All I'm trying to say is, there's nothing you can do about what people do. I mean, do what you like. What makes you happy?
But I'm just not good enough to be able to go anywhere with it. And there's no way I can be satisfied with a regular 9-to-5 job.
I don't know, Kobe. We'll work on it, though.
Look a little sick there.
Kind of think I haven't really eaten anything all day.
Yeah, I know what would make it feel better. How about a huge 3-scoop chocolate mocha ice cream sundae with lots of hot fudge sauce and whipped cream?
I couldn't eat that now. It'd spoil my dinner.
Well, then how about a half-pound of juicy cheeseburger with bacon and mayo and chili?
And all that shit clogs up your arteries.
I don't know what to tell you. Look, I better be going. It'll all blow over in a couple of days. Don't worry. And hey, at least get yourself a salad.
Right. I think I will.
Dear Colby, I want you to know that the time we spent together was wonderful, but I cannot go on lying to you or myself when I am in love with Rick. I hope someday you will be able to forgive me and maybe we can be friends. I'm sorry for the pain I might have caused you. Sincerely, Meredith.
Hello?
Hello?
Kobe,
Yes?
did you hear what happened last night?
No, what happened?
Dee was murdered outside of her apartment. Kobe, are you all right? Are you there? Kobe?
I do believe in you, and I know you believe in me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But now we realize love's not all that it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Knowing that you would have wanted it this way. I do believe I'm feeling stronger every day. I know we really tried. Together we had love inside. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't need it. I don't drink it. I just want to know it's there.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun of yours? Hey Joe, I said where you going with that gun in your hand? I'm going out to shoot my old lady. You know I caught her messing around with another man. I'm going down to shoot my old lady. You know I caught her messing around with another man. That ain't
suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you. But still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like the strangers that you've met. The ragged men in ragged clothes, a silver thorn, a bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will.
Love and hate, get it wrong. She cut me right back down to size. Sleep the day, let it fade. Who was there to take your place? No one knows, never will. Mostly me, but mostly you. Do you say, do you do, when it all comes down? 'Cause I don't wanna come back down from this cloud. It's taken me all this time to find out what I need, yeah. I don't wanna come back down from this cloud. It's taken me all this time. There is no blame, only shame. But when you beg, you just complain. The more I come, more I try. All police are paranoid. So am I, so's the future. So are you, be a creature. Do you say, do you do, when it all comes down? 'Cause I don't wanna come back down from this cloud. Taking me all this time to find out what I need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna come back down from this cloud. Taking me all this time.
That slut has done you a favor today, my friend.
Apologizing, being wiser.
Dear Colby, I want you to know that the time we spent together was wonderful, but I cannot go on lying to you or myself when I am in love with Rick.
Well, that may be true, Ray. We're not supposed to live that way.
There's nothing you can do about what people do.
We'll all go over in a couple days. Don't worry. Because in the end, we're all buried in separate caskets, Colby.
So there's Chris Hansen, the director. The only footage we have of him. Our original director. There's Jenny Blackwood, who saved the day. So this is Brian Kupko. I'm the producer of Thickest Mask, CW, and this was our first film, and it had to get made. And we started with I don't know how many people, maybe 40 students, and we ended up with me, Ryan Houston, and Jenny Blackwood, the last three of the bunch to complete this film, in addition to the actors who were kind of on and off again and stuff, giving a quick description of it. So if we do track down Chris Hansen, hey Chris, how are you doing? I hope you like what I've been able to do here on the iMac and preserve this film a little bit. So hope this makes its way to you. This is a couple different shots here of there's actually two different masks here. You can't really tell in the footage with the Super 8. And we should have shot all this during the day and then did day for night. But there's actually that mask when he turns around and faces us again is actually supposed to be, I believe it was more of a horrific face. I don't know, I can't remember if it was a discussion of playing with the theatrical masks and that classic theatrical symbol of the happy and sad face. I think that's kind of what we were doing, but I don't know if you can really tell here when he turns around that it's a different mask. I still own one of the two. I'm not sure what happened to the other one. But so coming up here in a few minutes, there's a kind of one of the reasons I wanted to put this on there for future students who watch this was every time I watch it and I see these gunshots and these two cops at the end, Officer Edge and I forget the other gentleman. It's kind of amazing to me that we well, here's some stuff that I'll get to that in a minute. This is I liked this shot, but because I like the fact that it starts with a POV and then we stop and then it stops as a POV and then our character walks out. Kind of thought of that on the fly, and I've always kind of liked that shot. We didn't use it because the footage was just so dark, and we basically reshot most of this. But I kind of like that spontaneousness of that POV, and then let's reveal Colby walk out. And I've seen it in big Hollywood films do it. I'm sure I was influenced, but can't say I invented that type of a shot. Anyway, coming up next is, I believe, the gun footage. Yeah, this is great. So these are real UNCW cops. And I remember going to the back of campus, talking to these cops, these officers, these security guys, and saying, look, we're shooting this film and we have to shoot real bullets, or we have to have what looks like, not real bullets, but we have to shoot real firearms off on campus. Gave them the script and explained to them all what was involved, and to my amazement, these two guys showed up. And we bought the blanks. Officer Edge, I believe here, took his real bullets out and went with those, and there you go. So anyways, I'm running into the other segment here. I better stop this. Okay, I just gave myself another 45 seconds here to finish that thought up. Anyway, yeah, so we have real cops out there shooting real blanks with real guns in the middle of campus at night. And I sit there and think back, man, today's world, I don't know if it'd be that easy to just ask these cops to do that. And the other great part was that we got real Wilmington police outfits from downtown police, or from Wilmington police, from the downtown office. Just went down there one day and asked for some old uniforms, and they gave us older uniforms, but they didn't give us any patches. And then at the last moment, the lady felt sorry we didn't have any patches to make them official, so she ended up giving us patches, and it worked out great, and there you go. So we had some authentic police uniforms in that, and that really worked out well. So I was always tickled whenever I would see the cop stuff, the lengths we went through to try and make that authentic. So there you go. Alright. So, hi, those of you who have made it this far to the DVD. This is Brian Kupko. I was the producer on this, and this scene here is our original scripted ending. We decided to shoot something close but a little different. This one actually is the exact scripted ending. In the script it says, we slowly glide cam through Colby's apartment from the front door to the bedroom. On the desk there are letters from his parents, from Meredith, and a test, and a police report. Blinds are up. We reach the bathroom. We see Colby's limp, pale body lies faceless down in a pool of blood. The razor rests in his hand. So, the whole thing with the glide cam was supposed to be Colby's spirit drifting through the house and making its way to the beyond. And I, as a producer, didn't really like... I liked that, but I didn't like the way we ended with just the mask on the wall. So we kept it pretty much the same and decided, well, what if we just take Lauren and put her Meredith character and just put her out on the railroad tracks. There happen to be railroad tracks nearby, and we'll just she's laying dead on the railroad tracks with a mask in her hand, and it makes no sense either, but I just for some reason liked it better, and so we went with that one in the end. And plus, that's what you get with 3 different directors. By that time we had lost Chris Hansen, so he wasn't around to say, hell no, we can't do it that way. So me and Ryan just went with it and did that. So there you go. Alright, it's Brian here again. I've just figured watching this through, I was going to give a couple final thoughts out there. It's probably bugging any of you who may be watching up to this point. Why I recognize that music. Where's that music coming from? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I got to leave it up for mystery. That's how I am with music. We all recognize it. I just can't quite place where that music's coming from, but the blood, sweat, and tears that went into this. I don't know how many months. It took us at least 2 months to finish this. And like I said earlier, there was we started with 20 people, whittled down to 3, and we even had lost our director. I mean, he had to go. He couldn't. He had to go back home. But me, Ryan, and Jenny were determined to finish this film up. and I think it's something we've always loved because it was our first film. You look back, you see the mistakes you made. Kind of wish you had shot some of the stuff at night during the day, but I was doing the camera work and I really didn't know what the hell I was doing at that time. Learned a hell of a lot more with the camera these days, but I don't know, the Super 8 adds to it in a weird way. The grainy black and white, the feel of the Super 8, and I don't know, I think we definitely experienced something that students who are coming into film schools these days, and they're all amazed by the digital high-def cameras. And I'm just a big film guy. I think what you can do here with the digital computer and digitize all the start originate on film. I think film gives it a better feel, and I think this little student film over time will hold up because it originated on film. I don't know. Maybe if the mini DV existed back in the day, we would have shot in that and could have had some even more interesting stuff. You could debate this issue all day long, but if I had to do it again, I'd do it on Super 8 again. I think I just wouldn't shoot at night. So anyways, I hope any students that do watch this enjoyed it, at least appreciate the effort, even if you didn't get it or didn't like it. Or, of course, me and Ryan, everybody's so Hollywood influenced. I'm hugely influenced by John Carpenter, and you can see that in the alternate title sequence. I tried a little something there that I had fun with. That actually comes from John Carpenter was actually going to shoot the opening to Halloween, having the mask on, the shaped mask, the William Shatner mask, laying on the street, and then they dolly down the street, and there was the mask laying in the gutter. So I kind of took that idea and I was like, wow, when I do this DVD, I'll make a whole new title sequence, and I'll kind of take that idea and make it my own. That mask, any mask with candlelight looks so amazing with the music John Carpenter scores. So I believe that's from. I'm not going to tell you that either. I'm not going to tell you it's John Carpenter. I'll let you guess what movie that song that I used, or that score that I used is from. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here, but future students, man, just keep up the Super 8, keep working with it. And I think you'll be happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I had a lot of fun making the DVD, and a lot of time went into this, and I hope Houston fucking likes it. He's gonna trip out when he sees this. Alright, take care. Okay, hi, it's me again. I'm just getting to the end here with all these little elements of extras. I had to make a couple more comments, and that'll be it. First, that picture there of us with the dolly, and these pictures coming up of our homemade boom pole, to me, kind of sums up the whole the first couple years of the film club, where we couldn't afford certain things, and so we made them. This boom pole here, I went to Home Depot, spent about $50, and found all this stuff at Home Depot, and went home and made it. And with the dolly, with help of a buddy named Kurt Yarborough, who's in some of those photos, constructed that dolly in his garage over the course of a couple weeks. So I don't know, I think, at least I feel that says a lot about our efforts when we didn't have the money to buy certain things. It shows a lot of heart that we went out and actually made these things. So I hope future students who see this can look at that and appreciate that. So I hope you liked it. I hope you like these extras. And I guess that's it.